desire is fulfilled. My Bethany will spread in all four corners of the world. Allow me to die in peace. Go, go my children, go. God bless you. Responding to the invitation of Bishop John Burke, the Bishop of Shimla, and the initiative of Father Christanand, a priest of Karnal, the 8 sisters set forth to the north in the bitter cold of 1961. The courageous sisters were ready to face the challenges of a new culture and a climate that was unfamiliar to them. The congregation of the Sisters of the Little Flower of Bethany, commonly known as Bethany Sisters, was founded by the servant of God Raymond Francis Camillus Mascarenhas on the 16th of July 1921 in the Diocese of Mangalore, Karnataka, India. Today, there are 1,361 sisters working in 9 countries, namely the Vatican, Italy, Germany, France, Mauritania, Senegal, Tanzania, Nepal and India, living in 194 communities. In India, there are 1,141 sisters working in 8 provinces spread across 28 states and 53 dioceses. In the northern province, there are 144 sisters in 20 communities serving in 9 states of India.
The Punjabis are a very open-hearted people. And they were always ready to help us. They even served us food very often and supplied fresh milk.
The 8 sisters who came to North India branched out to Bathinda in Punjab, Karnal, now in Haryana, and Mashobra in Shimla. The governor of Himachal Pradesh and his wife Rani Sahiba Bhadri had invited the sisters to look after the clean children of lepers in Mashobra. So, 2 sisters went on to Mashobra to take care of the children of Shishu Kust Nivaran Kendra. The founder believed that education was an essential part of spreading God's kingdom. So, education became an important apostolate for Bethany sisters in North India. St. Joseph's Convent School Bathinda and St. Theresa's Convent School Karnal were opened in 1961. These schools developed so rapidly that the District Commissioner of Ludhiana, Mr. Isa Das, invited the sisters to open a similar school in Ludhiana in 1965. Thus, Sacred Heart Convent School was opened in Ludhiana on the 2nd of July 1965. The same year, another school was opened in Naini, Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. The sisters soon realized that the facilities for the education of the villagers were at a bare minimum. So a hostel was opened in Bathinda to facilitate the education of the children from neighboring villages. There were 250 boarders in the hostel from LKG to Standard 10. The same pattern continued in Karnal. Since then, hostel ministry remained as a vibrant apostolate in the northern province. In 1972, a Punjabi medium school was started in Bathinda. In the 90s, the hostel for English medium students was converted into a hostel for the poor. a Hindi medium school at Dumka in Jharkhand with hostel facilities for 200 students caters to the hill and forest dwellers of the area. In 1989, the sisters ventured into opening a school close to the India-Pakistan border in the sleepy town Ramdas of 𝐴mritsar district in Punjab. Soon, Bethany spread to the interior villages of Odisha and Jharkhand, which are now in the eastern province. In 2013, the eastern province was carved out of the northern province covering Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand and Odisha. Sacred Heart Convent School, Barnala was opened on the 5th of July 2002.
How many of you have grandparents in your house? Let me see.
These schools, along with the recently started Bethany Convent Schools at Samalkha and Faridabad, have reached the pinnacle of success and are the premier schools of the North Zone. Transformative education for the fullness of life for all is the goal of Bethany Education Society. And providing innovative and quality education has become the forte of Bethany schools. The well-arranged indoor and outdoor kid-friendly spaces create an environment where the children enjoy coming every day. The combination of play-based activities, group learning, and individual instruction are designed to foster curiosity and self-expression. This becomes a strong foundation to their educational journey. With well-equipped science labs in their schools, students get an opportunity to have hands-on experiences. The physics department is where students learn about the fundamental laws of the universe, explore the laws of motion, energy and gravity, the behavior of light and sound, and understand how they shape our world. The teachers in the chemistry department help the students to delve into the science of matter and energy and learn about how different substances react with each other. The students conduct experiments, gather data, and make observations.
This is the stigma, these are the anthers. What you will do, you will take out the stamen you put in the watch glass.
Biology labs provide students with the opportunity to work with living organisms and make observations. The experiments help them to become aware of the diversity of life and the complexities of living organisms. Science gardens offer students the opportunity to engage in hands-on activities and experiments which can help them to retain information better and develop a deeper understanding of scientific concepts. Here, the students get a chance to apply scientific principles in real-world settings, which can help them build a strong foundation in science, technology, engineering and mathematics.
How it works, that I will show you. It goes up, now potential energy is going on because the ball is rising to some height. Then after that, it will gain some kinetic energy. There is going to be a sound energy here. Then that follow the mechanical energy gets converted.
Listen to the conversation carefully
Harry is about to leave the hotel and Barbara wants Harry to tip the maid.
As an aid to language learning, the Bethany sisters have set up language labs in their schools. The audiovisual aids enable the students to develop their language skills more effectively and efficiently.
Do not stress on the
Listening, speaking, and comprehending are essential for any language learning. This way of teaching leads to better understanding and retention of the material. Bethany schools try to cultivate a reading habit in the students right from a young age by setting up quiet reading rooms. A wide range of reading material, including books, magazines, and newspapers are provided in the school libraries. This enhances the educational experience of the students and improves their academic performance. Art and drawing classes are valuable outlets for self-expression and creativity. These activities help students to develop fine motor skills and build confidence in their abilities. They provide students with a sense of accomplishment and pride in their work. Students learn the value of hard work, concentration, patience, and perseverance. Creating art has a therapeutic and calming effect on the students. It can help them cope with stress. Computer education provided in the school equips the students with necessary skills to succeed in the digital age. These skills can help them in academic work when they study, and later it can be a useful tool to succeed in life. They are taught how to use technology safely and responsibly. Participation in sports and games makes the students improve their physical health and develop mental and emotional wellness. A wide range of sports are offered in Bethany schools. Football, volleyball, throwball, basketball, cricket, and others. Sports and games help students to develop important life skills such as discipline, perseverance, teamwork, and leadership. Gymnastics is a great form of physical activity which helps students improve their overall physical fitness, including strength, flexibility, balance, and coordination. Karate sessions equip the students with techniques for defending themselves in dangerous situations. They also improve physical fitness and flexibility, ability to focus and concentrate, and build a sense of safety and self-confidence. Understanding the benefits of music and dance on the development of children, Bethany sisters have incorporated music and dance classes in their schools. Music and dance enhance memorization and listening skills, promote discipline, improve coordination, release stress, boost self-esteem, and foster teamwork and collaboration. They transcend language and cultural barriers and bring people together. Drama performances in school are another outlet for the students to showcase their talent and creativity. Successful performances boost their self-confidence and communication skills. The Cambridge school run by the Bethany sisters in Ludhiana offers an international perspective to studies, giving the students the confidence that their qualifications will be valued by universities and employers across the world.
Having been a Bethany student, teacher and a parent, how has the Bethany shaped you?
In my family, I can see the difference in the way I go about things. In a Bethany school, the values, the essential core values, the goals, the vision, the way we go about things, the philosophy of things, everything adds up to become a good, responsible individual.
Committed teaching and non-teaching staff are the backbone of Bethany schools. They are role models, inspiring and motivating students to attain their goals. They create in the students a passion for learning. And offer guidance and support to unlock their potential.
Or about the information technology.
Regular workshops and seminars are conducted for the teachers so that they remain up to date with their knowledge, skills and resources and integrate new technologies and methodologies in their teaching. Counseling can boost the well-being and academic success of the students. In Bethany schools, a safe and supportive environment is provided to discuss individual concerns such as academic struggles, relationship difficulties, stress and anxiety, and family problems.
Education in Bethany schools certainly shapes our values.
Value education is an important aspect of Bethany education. The 7 core values emphasized in their schools are God experience, compassionate love for all, especially the poor and marginalized, communion, collaboration and team spirit. Excellence in developing each one's unique potentialities to build a just and humane community.
The vast star-studded galaxy of Sacred Heart Ludhiana is proud to introduce you to some new rising stars. The first one is ace shuttler 𝒪𝒃𝒃 Sharma, who has won many international championships in badminton. The second one is opinionated, courageous and empowered girl Madhvi Sharma, who minces no words when she writes letters to the editors of newspapers, and she has her blog in UNICEF and honoured by UNESCO and United Nations. The third one is 𝐃𝐚𝐢𝐺𝐿 Kaur, who has been exploring the space and winning laurels in space exploration.
Truth, love, justice and peace.
To pull it out from all the directions and then try to mix it from base. Okay? Try now. You try.
Simplicity of lifestyle and dignity of labor. Respect for life, nature, cultures, religions, and love for the nation.
The urge and vocation to be a doctor, the spirit of service, the ability to stand for truth and justice have their roots in my education in a Bethany school.
Besides their own schools, Bethany sisters also manage 8 diocesan schools. A shift in the ministry took place with the starting of the first social work community in the industrial city of Faridabad in 1976. Now it has become part of every place where the sisters are working. To build a just and humane society through fullness of life for the poor is the goal of their social apostolate. Hundreds of migrant children are enjoying their schooling because of the non-formal schools run by Bethany sisters in Karnal, Bathinda, Faridabad, Samalkha and Ludhiana. The children from the non-formal schools admitted to various schools exceed more than 1,000. An early morning wake-up call by sisters and animators lead the children of this area in Karnal to their education center. A Gurudwara has provided its premises for conducting classes.
I'm happy to say that by the grace of God, Bethany sisters and devotees of 𝒕𝗵𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒏, Sector 13 Karnal, are engaged in seva for development and education of Jhuggi children located at Sector 32 Karnal.
A rainbow school started in Karnal in 2015 as a memorial of the Diamond Jubilee of the founder's death extends quality education to children of the lowest rung of society.
I am the luckiest student in my locality to study in this prestigious institution. My heartfelt gratitude to Bethany sisters for giving us an opportunity to change our lives by providing the best education at minimum price.
Children of brick kiln workers in Samalkha and other places who have no access to education are given an opportunity to learn. They are motivated to learn by making learning fun and engaging. In Ludhiana, Bethany sisters have started a community center which reaches out to individuals and vulnerable groups with community education programs. Training in vocational education under the National Council for Vocational Education and Training has helped many deserving youth pursue a career in their lives.
ਇੱਥੋਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਅਹਿਸਾਸ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਆਪਰੇਟਰ ਦਾ ਕੋਰਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਮੇਰੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੱਕ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਫਰਨਸ ਦੀ ਮੈਨੂਫੈਕਚਰਿੰਗ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੁਭਾਗਿਆਸ਼ਾਲੀ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਸੈਕਰਡ ਹਾਰਟ ਇੰਸਟੀਚਿਊਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ।
ਹਾਂ, ਮੇਰੀ ਭੈਣ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ। ਉਹਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਵੀ 16-17 ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਉਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਦੋਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਿਆ ਸੀ।
Through Children's Parliament, these children are given a platform to express their views, opinions and concerns on issues that affect their lives, such as education, health and safety.
ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ? ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥ ਦੋਗੇ? ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ। ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਦੌਲਤਾਂ ਬੇਗਾਨੀਆਂ ਵੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਕਾਦਾ ਚੋਰ ਬਾਬਲਾ ਵੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਕਾਦਾ ਚੋਰ ਬਾਬਲਾ।
Here they learn about the democratic process and develop leadership and communication skills.
हमने इनके साथ साथ किशोर किशोरी और चिल्ड्रंस पार्लियामेंट का ग्रुप बनाया हुआ है। हम इस चिल्ड्रंस पार्लियामेंट की मीटिंग हर महीने करते हैं और इस मीटिंग में हम जो हमारी प्रॉब्लम्स होती है उन प्रॉब्लम्स को अब सभी के सामने रखते हैं और उनको सोल्व करते हैं।
पहले मैं बर्तन झाड़ू करती थी, अपने भाई को खिलाती थी। सिस्टर हमारे घर पे गई, हमें उन्हें लाई और हमारा एडमिशन कराया स्कूल में, और हम स्कूल में भी जाते और वहाँ भी पढ़ते हैं।
यहाँ बहुत कुछ सिखाया जाता है, जैसे डांसिंग, ड्राइंग, और यहाँ हेल्थ कैंप भी होता है जहाँ पे सिस्टर्स हमें दवाइयाँ देती हैं।
While working with migrant families, sisters realized that people were not able to avail of government schemes and facilities because they did not have ID proofs.
सिस्टर के आने से हमारे को बहुत सुविधा हुआ। पानी लग गया टूटी सारे पे, सारे बच्चा अच्छा बन गया पढ़ने लिखने में, सबको आधार कार्ड बन गया, लेबर कार्ड बन गया है।
Sisters conduct vocational training programs for women to empower them economically and socially. The beautician course provides young women with the skills, knowledge and confidence to pursue a career as beauticians. Learning how to dye clothes can be a fun and creative activity for women. They can also transform old, faded and discolored garments into something new and exciting.
बैथनी सिस्टर हमारे एरिया में आई और हमारे लिए नॉन फॉर्मल सेंटर चलाया और स्कूल में एडमिशन भी कराया। और कोरोना के टाइम पर जब हम घर बैठे थे तो सिस्टर ने हमारे लिए सिलाई सेंटर भी चलाया। और अब मैं अपने परिवार और आस पड़ोस के कपड़े सिलती हूँ, जिससे मैं महीने में 3000 रुपये कमा लेती हूँ और अपने ज़रूरत पूरी करती हूँ।
Sisters have been instrumental in advancing the rights of women, children and other marginalized groups. The forming of self-help groups has given women a platform to voice their opinions and address their concerns.
समूह में जुड़ने से हम एक तो बचत करना सीखे हैं और लीडरशिप सीखे हैं। पढ़े लिखे होने के बावजूद भी हम घर से बाहर नहीं निकलते थे, तो अभी हम घर से बाहर बैंक में जाने लग गए, बैंक में फार्म भरने लग गए, पैसे निकलवाने और जमा करवाने सीखे हैं।
मैं महिला मंडल ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਸੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੇਟੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਮੇਰਾ ਬੇਟਾ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਪੈਸਾ ਕਮਾ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਭੇਜ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਭੇਜ ਕੇ ਪੈਸਾ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਗਾਂ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਵਧਾਈ, ਨਾਲੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਵਧਾਈ ਆ।
These women, because of their collective savings, are now in a position to get the required finance to start small businesses such as tailoring, embroidery, knitting, animal husbandry and running petty shops.
और जी मैं भी दुआ लोग आई हूँ जी, आदमी है नहीं मारे। और मैं 24 साल हो गए जी संभाल के, मैं मतलब गामा में अपना गठड़ी लेकर के फेरी मारूँ हूँ। और सिस्टर से भी मैंने मदद मांगी, सिस्टर ने हमारे से मदद दी थी जी। और उसके साथ साथ मैंने दुकान करी जी, और ये किराना की भी दुकान करी, और ये साथ में चूड़ी चाड़ी भी रखी लेडीज सामान जी।
These income generating activities have made them self-reliant.
25 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਬੈਥਨੀ ਸਿਸਟਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਤੇ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਪਾਈ। ਦੁਕਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਵੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਏ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਅੱਜ ਆਪਣੀ ਮੰਜ਼ਿਲ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਏ ਨੇ। ਇੱਕ MBBS ਕਰਨ ਡਿਆ, ਇੱਕ LLB ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, ਇੱਕ ਬੈਂਗਲੌਰ ਤੇ ਨੌਕਰੀ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਨਰਸ ਆ।
Excellent customer service and hard work, planning and adaptability have made some climb up the ladder of success.
हमारी सिस्टर्स है बैथनी की, और उनकी गाइडलाइन से हम यहाँ तक पहुँचे। SHG ग्रुप में मेरी मम्मा है और उससे हमने लोन लेकर और अपना बिज़नेस स्टार्ट किया। बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस ये हमारा अच्छा चल रहा है बिज़नेस। और एक हमने और भी शॉप लिया है, तो वो मेरा मतलब टैटू स्टूडियो, और ये मेरे साथ मेरा भाई है, तो हम दोनों मिलकर मतलब हम साथ में काम कर रहे हैं। तो नेक्स्ट हमारा टारगेट है अजनाला में, वहाँ पर भी एक हम स्टूडियो लेने जा रहे हैं।
Bethany sisters have been a solace to women in distress.
एक आदमी ने मेरे को लेकर आया था जॉब दिलाने के लिए दिल्ली। वहाँ मैंने 2 साल काम किया है। मेरे साथ बहुत सारा लड़की को लेके आया था, कब जॉब दिला दिया, लेकिन सब लोगों का, लड़की लोगों की, हम लोगों को पैसा नहीं मिला। सब उन्होंने ले लिया और बाद में भाग गया है। जब मैं गांव गया, जब मेरे को पता चला कि आपके भाई नहीं है, पापा नहीं, फिर सिस्टर प्रीति के पास आके मेरे को फिर शादी भी करवा दिया। फिर मेरा डिलीवरी का काम वो भी करवा दिया। मेरे घर के, मेरे परिवार में बहुत मदद किया है सिस्टर ने।
Sita is an inmate of Karunale, a center for distressed women in Karnal. After rehabilitation and nurturing her to health, she has now been happily married.
बेथनी सिस्टर से शैतान आदमी से मुझे रस्सा किए, मुझे प्यार किए, मुझे एक अच्छा जॉब दिए, मुझे एक अच्छा लड़का से मेरी शादी कर दिए। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ।
During the coronavirus pandemic, Bethany sisters have been on the front line, providing healthcare services and other support to those in need, especially in remote areas.
जब यहाँ कोरोना जैसी बीमारी आई थी तो हम लोगों को कुछ पता नहीं था। हम लोगों के घर पे मम्मी पापा लोग सब परेशान थे, तो दीदी बोली ठीक है तुम लोगों का मतलब प्रयास करते हैं, और प्रयास किए तो बस मंगवाए। बस में हम लोगों का आरटीपीसीआर टेस्ट करवाए। टेस्ट करवाने के बाद हम लोगों को एक सोशल डिस्टेंस के साथ बस में बैठाए, और बस में बैठा करके हम लोगों को घर तक भेजने का प्रयास किया।
ये हमारा रिक्शा वालों का ग्रुप है। ये बेथनी सिस्टर्स के साथ 3 साल से जुड़े हुए हैं, और इसमें 67 मेंबर है। तो कोरोना के टाइम में इनके पास कुछ भी काम नहीं था, तो उस टाइम सिस्टर जी ने इनको राशन देकर कई बार मदद की है, और किसी भी दुख तकलीफ के समय सिस्टर जी इनके साथ खड़ी रहती है। इनका हमने आधार कार्ड और ई श्रम कार्ड बनवाया है।
Many auto drivers take rickshaws on rent. Sisters try to organize them into associations and assist them with saving schemes and help them buy a rickshaw. They are also assisted with government schemes. Bethany Social Service Society, Bathinda, has come out with a novel idea involving auto drivers in the fight against human trafficking under the Save the Girl Child project. Sisters, together with health workers, provide basic and preventive health care to people living in remote villages where access to healthcare is limited. The healthcare center in Tanakpur at the Nepal border caters to the lowest strata of society with low-cost treatment. People are trained to take care of their health through home remedies and herbal medicines. The center has a herbal medicine production unit. It also has a massage and physiotherapy department. Recently, a similar center has been started in Buradi on the outskirts of New Delhi.
मैं बुराड़ी गांव से आता हूँ। हॉस्पिटल में कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा, मिल रहा था। मैं सिस्टर के पास आया था, 1 महीने में चलने फिरने लायक कर दिया मेरे को।
और जी 14 सालों में मैंने
धूम्रपान और दारू पीने की मुझे बहुत ही आदत लग गई थी। हेल्थ सेंटर में आके प्रीति सिस्टर डॉक्टर से मिलने के बाद मेरे जीवन में काफ़ी परिवर्तन आया। कोई भी चीज़ की आदत नहीं है, अभी मैं सब चीज़ से मुक्त हो गया हूँ।
As part of the Bethany centenary celebration, a few houses for the poor have been built in the province.
हाँ सिस्टर जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੰਨੀ ਮਦਦ ਹੋਊਗੀ।
ਅਤੇ ਬਦਨੀ ਸਿਸਟਰ ਜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਘਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀ ਮਦਦ ਦਿੱਤੀ।
Bethany sisters' involvement in pastoral ministry through family visits, prayer meetings, and other catechetical work expresses their commitment to journey and reflect together with the people of God.
हे प्रभु यीशु, तेरी स्तुति हो, तेरी महिमा हो, तेरी आराधना हो। प्रभु यीशु, हम यहाँ पर बैथनी डे एसोसिएशन के सदस्य अपनी बैथनी सिस्टर्स के साथ अपने भाई कमल के घर उसकी चंगाई की प्रार्थना के लिए आए हैं।
Bethany Lay Association members participate in the mission of Bethany sisters and promote the glory of God by living a holy life through prayer and service. Life in a community for the sisters is marked by prayer, meditation and reflection, caring for one another and working together. They experience among them a deep sense of belonging, which facilitates their spiritual growth and personal development. The life of a Bethany sister is a life of love and selfless giving, bringing about fullness of life for all, especially the poor and the marginalized. Those who want to be a part of this venture are welcome to commit themselves as religious in the congregation of the Sisters of the Little Flower of Bethany. Once they join, they are introduced to the Bethany way of life. Their formation involves prayer, self-reflection, study, manual labor, community living, and service to the needy.
My eyes have seen the Lord, my ears have heard His voice. My lips, though once unclean, were touched by Your healing power. Oh, to me, if I remain mute, how shall I follow You? How shall I proclaim Your name? How shall I share with others what I know? To witness of Your power, to show them Your great love. Send me to the people, let me go